So hi, so I need to answer a few more questions for this interview. So my first question, I just opened my question list. So my first question is, walk us through a project of your choice, describing the scope and your approach. Also talk about the biggest hurdle and how you dealt with it. Okay, so I'll speak about the last project that I did at Google, and this is the G-Store. So it was an e-commerce project, and the Google Store calls the backend service for some APIs. So basically, we want to the user goes and deposits a dangerous code, and we want to check what type of shipping kit we want to give to the user. So there was an API call to the backend, and I was working on the backend API. So so that was the project, and that was the project. So we had to expose, given the nature of code and the type of the code that the user was trying to ship, and whether it is a dangerous code or not. So the store personnel will try to query the system to check what type of shipping kit should the store provide the users so that we can ship the good. So that was the project, and there were multiple steps in it as well. So we were exposing an API, and the biggest hurdle in this thing was like it was a multi-party system. So multiple parties were involved in who is calling the API, what who will be calling the API. And the performance was very, very important because the G-Store team, multiple users can come. So the performance was very important. So, and how we dealt with it was we had to carefully design the API. So the type of inputs that we're taking, even the output that we were sending, and the steps that were involved. So the API was quite complex. It was for every user input, we were filtering based on the country's state and zip code. And then we were passing to algorithm, which was trying to find, based on the rules that were defined in the system, what type of goods the shipping kit that we want to return. So there were multiple steps, and we were caching the values also in the middle, and then sending the most specific response based on the user input to the user. So we have to carefully design the API, be very, very precise about the input fields, the output fields, and the steps. So that was the hurdle, and that's how we designing algorithm was the solution. Then the second question is, how do you or would you prepare for a technical interview, and what consideration would you make while answering the technical question? Yeah, so to prepare for the technical interview, we have to do the basic algorithms and prepare the data structures, basic data structures, remember, revise, brush up the algorithms. And what consideration would you make while answering? Yes, we should, before answering, we should consider the time and space complexity of the solution that we are proposing, and then have alternatives, suggest alternatives. So one solution is fine, maybe it's a brute force solution. Then think about the other solution and see which one weighs out better, and discuss it with the interviewer, and then code the response and speak while you are coding. Then third question is, which is your strongest coding language? Java. I've been coding in Java, so Java is my coding language, strongest coding language. And what skills do you think you need to work on in order to be a better software engineer? I mean, yeah, so here I should think about alternatives. So given a solution, okay, I have a solution in mind, I just code it, and then, no, that's not right. We should think about alternatives and choose which one is more important, weighs over the other, and what are the pros and cons. Okay, so the last question is, what motivates you to be a better software engineer, and how are you working towards the goal? Yeah, I mean, what motivates me is that everything in the world is online and we are helping people so much in the way we are developing softwares and people are using it. So that motivates me. And I love my job. So that is my motivation and to help people. And how are you working towards it? Yeah, I'm working hard learning the new techniques of coding, learning new technologies. And recently I did a certificate course on data science and ML. Yeah, so learning the new technologies that come in the market and see how we can use it further in our project. Yeah, yeah, that's all. Thank you.